世界を変革する AI に投資する ETF ベスト AI トニー・キムが見据える AI の未来とは。
That these AIs are more than a chatbot, that they are fully functioning systems that have tremendous capabilities. There was technology in the market before AI, and then technology in the world after AI. And there's been a reshuffling. Who will be the breakaway leaders? And this is one of the reasons why we have an investment, for example, in Anthropic. In the first 3 years of AI, 23 to 25, it's been a constant stream of model improvements. The AI is just getting more capable. Many respects, it's getting capable at one order of magnitude a year. That's 10 times a year at least. 10 times, 10 times, 10 times. So you could argue that in 3 years, its AI capabilities have improved at least 1,000 times. And so this continues forward. And to build these capabilities, it's also required significant investment. The AIs have really exploded the capability and really showcased the capabilities in, let's call it what they call it, agentic AI, agents, which are AI that are more capable, but that also can take some actions. It is the perception and realization that these AIs are more than a chatbot, that they are fully functioning systems that have tremendous capabilities. The other thing that I would say has changed is in 2025, we had lots of what I would call fear this year. The concern shifted to what some call SaaSpocalypse. And so what does that tell you? That tells you that the capabilities of these AIs are getting so advanced that it is questioning certain industries, in particular the software industry and the services industry. And so what these models, i.e. the Anthropic and OpenAI models, have shown the capabilities. BAI is a fund that we launched right in the middle of the AI revolution. But I would say in general, there was technology in the market before AI, and then technology in the world after AI. And there's been a reshuffling. We look at the AI as a stack, as three main parts of the stack. There's the compute and infrastructure layer. This is to build the AI factories, right? Or they often call token factories, is to build the AI. That's the physical layer of AI. There is the model and the intelligence layer. That's where the intelligence is being embedded. And then the top layer is application, software, and services, labor. Even the very early days of the portfolio, we had relatively balance amongst these three stacks. Today, the portfolio is probably 90% in the intelligence and the compute layer. Very little left in that top layer. Now, there is another layer that is coming, and that is, I think, what I call the physical embodiment of the AI intelligence into physical systems. You can maybe put that as a fourth layer at the very top. And so we've also started to add a little bit into this new physical embodiment layer of AI. But then the physical systems, certain countries will have the manufacturing capability, the precision capabilities to build robots, to build cars, to build planes, to build drones, to build these physical systems. Japan is great at that. Japan's got a great auto industry. They got a great robotics industry already. China's got a great auto industry. Can you leverage a manufacturing base to to intercept what is the coming physical AI wave. So I break down sovereign AI, or I break down geopolitics. These are the principles I've been describing. One principle is, let's try to have a multi-year view of how this stack changes. Let's not bet on losers, let's bet on winners. That's principle number one. Second principle, let's bet on power law. And the power law is very simple. There can only be a few. And there might be many companies, many players, but eventually they all consolidate just a few players. And then they pull away. And they pull away generally because of a collection of things. I'm just looking around the world and saying, who will be the breakaway leaders? And this is one of the reasons why we have an investment, for example, in Anthropic. Information, access with companies, scale, global scale, to see as many companies as possible. And to this regard, I think we are right there at the top. We have amongst the best information, the best access, the scale of any firm in the world. And then I would say, myself, I've been in Silicon Valley for over 25 years, and long, deep-seated relationships and knowledge of what I call the state of the art for companies at the frontier. And I think in something like AI, you need to be at the frontier. The further you are from Silicon Valley, I think that information dissipation dissipates. So that's what BlackRock brings, I think. And it also brings a steady hand. We're going to be there for the long term. You should have confidence that this is what we're trying to do. For the companies, because we're investing in these companies, both private and public. And that's the same thing. We're often the larger shareholders of many of these public companies. For private companies, they have aspirations to go public. They want BlackRock as an investor because we have long-term investments, and that brings stability to shareholdings, and we can be a very strong partner to these companies. And so when you package those two together, I think that's the advantage.